Creating a Kanban board. In this module, we'll explore Kanban boards, a new feature introduced in SBM 11.1. After completing this module, you should be able to create an item feed for a Kanban board, configure a Kanban board. Kanban is a term that originated with just-in-time manufacturing processes. In software development, it can be a method to help identify the status of work items. SBM uses a virtual bulletin board to display the status of items. Items are grouped in columns to indicate their path through the workflow. Each item has a card with text and symbols to indicate the item number and current state. Now, let's create a Kanban board to keep track of the status of incidents. First, we log on to the Work Center using an account from the sample database. From the navigation pane, select Kanban Boards. Then click the button to create a new board. The data for our board will come from an item feed. This feed will include items from the Incident Management Process app. You can filter a feed by project. In this case, the Process app only contains one project. You can filter by the owner of the item, but we want to see all the items in this particular feed. You can also filter by specific field values. This is a powerful feature, but here we want to leave this open so we can arrange all the incidents on our Kanban board. This will be a public feed so that it can be used by others for different purposes. Now we need to give this feed a name and save it before we continue creating our Kanban board. The next step is to design the columns. Our leftmost column will be for new incidents. Each incident keeps track of its current state in the workflow with a value in a data field. We can use this field to group incidents into columns on the board. Incidents in the dispatch state will be placed in the New Incidents column. Next, we'll set up the center column for incidents in development. For this column, we will combine incidents from several different states. In progress, on hold, waiting for development, and waiting for user. Our last column will be for incidents that have been resolved. And the resolved state is the only one we haven't used yet. The next step is optional. We can define swim lanes for our board. This will group our incidents into horizontal areas that span all the columns. If we use the owner field, then we will easily be able to identify the person who is responsible for each incident and see their current workload. Each card on our board can include an icon. which we can define based on a data field. Let's use this feature to indicate the item's current state. New incidents are in the dispatch state. Incidents in development can be in one of four states. In progress is one, and on hold is another. Resolved incidents are in the resolved state. And the final two development states are waiting for development and waiting on user. When we select a card, additional data can be shown. Let's show the incident number, details, project, owner, submit date, and submitter. Now let's name our new board. And we'll make it available to all users. Let's add the new board to our favorites and view the results. And here's our Kanban board. Resolved incidents no longer have an owner, so they appear at the top of the board. You can open an incident by clicking on its item ID. Now let's click on the card's user icon to see the details that we selected. As we scroll down the board, we can see the status of incidents and monitor the current workload of our technicians. The status icon indicates the current state of the item. As you can see, a Kanban board is a handy way to evaluate the work of our team in real time and to allocate resources accordingly. Finally, let's sign out of the Work Center. After completing this module, you should be able to create an item feed for a Kanban board, configure a Kanban board. For more information, visit help.serena.com.